Cool.
All you have to do is sit
There it is
down.
again.
Yeah. This time's a new set.
Okay.
You can
What,
just sit in the
is
chair.
my neck messed up?
You can just face through the chair or
If I
sit on it or sit on it.
Look what's gonna happen. My neck. I've been working out a lot, so.
Let me see. No, you're fine, dude. Sometimes what I do
Oh,
is
yeah?
I press
Sweet.
sitting and standing play, and that usually fixes it.
Perfect.
Yes. Here's the man of the hour. He's dressed like a mafia guy, so he's Italian. I mean,
I have to shut off like my iPad over here and my other chat because like my offline chat I always have it on so I could see, and I already see a message that says Nagz, you stand on that chair. So I got to turn. I'm shutting off so I don't have to see it.
offline chance
It's
bullying
already-
you. I see.
Yeah, already.
All right.
I'm
I
good.
understand. So this time around, hopefully there's no issues. I think there might be one issue. It's on my side though. It's not with you. It's my internet's having issues where like the bitrate just turns into poop, like potato quality, or just like it goes into like 240p. We can still hear each other perfectly fine. It's just like the stream will like turn into potato, and nothing I can do. I've replaced my wire and everything. So if anyone starts complaining, I mean the audio will be fine. It's just the video. So I don't know. Hopefully it
What
doesn't
interview
poop out.
number is this one going to be?
It's like 80, I think. 80, 81, something like that.
Damn, that's insane, man.
Yeah, man.
That's insane.
I kept
That's
at
really
it.
cool. Yeah, you haven't stopped. That's freaking awesome.
Of course. When people say they like it, that motivates me to keep doing it.
I love it. I think what you're doing is fantastic.
Well, I
Glad I got
appreciate
to talk
that.
to you at Neko Nights because you were like, hey, I need to bring
I'm like, hey.
I need to bring you back. And I was like, what? Yeah,
Hello?
I have to bring you back.
I need you to come back. No, it's well, I've been wanting to ask you for like the last couple of weeks, but like every time you appear at Neko Nights, it's like you get swarmed, dude. I was like, oh man. I was like, not this week. He's swarmed, dude.
And plus, I like to talk to everybody too, so it doesn't
Of
bother
course.
me. It doesn't bother me. I enjoy seeing everybody, so it's always a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm just I'm easy to talk to. I'm one of those people. I'm easy to talk to.
Exactly. Well, we'll start the interview up. I wrote down a bunch of questions just for you.
All right, awesome. I'm excited.
And we'll be taking questions from the chat as well, just not right now, but I want to get for my questions first, and then we'll start taking questions from the chat. And if you have some extra time, we have a little game for you, by the way. Just a little game.
Of course we do.
Of course.
we
Of
do.
course. So,
Feels like a late night show.
yeah, of
All right,
course.
go ahead.
Anyway, oh yeah, I can show you, this place has been updated, so I have a new camera system. So you see that like little transparent camera in the middle?
Yes.
That's what the stream sees. So when I click this button, it goes to me, then it goes to you, then it
Look
goes
at you all fancy.
wide angle, and then it goes to the audience. They're just invisible. Don't worry about it. They're all invisible avatars, right? Just trust me on that one.
Well, we got a big crowd. I see.
Yeah, they're just
They heard I
invisible.
was coming, and it just.
I told
it
them to be
completely
quiet.
filled up,
Yeah,
invisible.
I
completely. They heard I was coming.
Invisible
and they
avatars.
all showed up. Hey, what's up, everybody? That's awesome.
Yeah, they better stay quiet, you know.
Crickets, man.
Yeah. I told the anyway, point is ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the talk show. Me, your host, that one Rebel. Again with Late Night with Rebel, I'm your host. I do these interviews all the time, almost every single day. And again, returning for the second time, Nagzz21, aka also known as Joey Bagels or Sellout21, you know.
What's going on? What's up, camera? What's up, people? Everybody watch it. Thank you again for having me, Rebel.
Of course. So, the first thing I always have to ask people is, how you doing today? You know?
Doing pretty good. It's a little bit busy. It's I took the day from streaming, and I was editing all day, basically, and selecting mods, talking with some of my staff of different things, from Patreon to mods, to Twitch, etc., and working on channel, all different things that you get one day off. It's not really a day off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're always working, you know? It's full time.
Yeah, that's but I love it.
Of course. Well, I have a bunch of questions I wanted to ask you, and I think we should start off with a big one, and that is you released your own club. Bagel Bites.
I did, and I'm not gonna lie. The grand opening of that was a lot of fun. It was, Foxy did stream it, so he was the creator of it. A lot of respect to him, man. He is so talented, and I was honored that he did it for us. So we took a tour around to show everybody, but let me tell you, man, that grand opening, even though it was just for the Patreons, we had it closed. We do like a closed hangout on a Friday, and then the other Friday we have it open to everybody. But man, drinking and hanging out with everyone, we were RPing like crazy. No cameras, no nothing. It was so much. It was probably one of the most fun I've had in VR chat in a long time, and it was so great. I was like the club owner running around. So much stuff was happening. We were just all RPing, having a good time, drinking, and like it was great. It was great. I'm smiling thinking about it. It was so much fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. So that club's been in the works for like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe a year, something like that.
Now, yeah, a while. Yeah.
So why did you how'd you come up with the idea for the club? You wanted something a little more classy. You didn't want like a upbeat, like a techno go like kind of club,
There's so many of them. There's so many
True.
Of them. So wanted to do something different, but definitely inspiration from Neko Nights through Oath Me on Land. Then Foxy created that as well. So definitely a big inspiration from there. I always have fun whenever I'm there. But there's a lot of clubs I've been a part of,
Yes.
and you see them all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy them. I love those type of clubs. But I wanted something different. Just spice it up a little bit and give more of a classy atmosphere. I mean, going to those clubs is also classy. You can have a great time, but like more of a, kind of feel for like Joey, and like how I'm not really a rampant one to like dance around crazy to music and everything, but kind of just fits the character. So
makes sense. I get it. It's different, That's what I liked. It's different.
It's different.
You're
It's
right,
exactly.
because there's too many clubs that are just like trance and like technica and like flashing lights, and you're just like, what's going on here, dude? I don't even know what's going on.
They all blend in this.
Yeah, they all blend in.
They're fun. Don't get me wrong. I love going to them. I mean, all we did was go to Neko Nights each time we had the hangouts before Bagel Bites. I love them. So don't get me wrong on that. However, just wanted something different. Change it up a bit. Change it completely different. And there you got a club, a lounge, all in one, a stage. You got everything: beer pong, offices, places to discuss business, etc. Wall for memories. You have everything kind of there, all at the same time.
Yeah.
Good music and good people.
It's very personal. You even got an upstairs room. I noticed a door that doesn't lead to anything. I'm assuming that's supposed to be an expansion. So obviously you have room to work on the club as time goes on.
Yep, we want to expand anything. There's a lot of area for people to go, so nobody's like kind of crowded into having to be in one place. People could go upstairs, they could go all the way downstairs, they could go into not my office, but any of the offices. The bathrooms are private as well.
Why not your office?
There's already been people taking pictures and videos and sending diss tracks to me in my office, sitting on my chair.
Oh, yeah?
No, just not my office. Not my office.
Okay. Is your office the one that's behind the reception desk? Like right at the start?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking about that. I was thinking...
Were you in there?
Yes.
Did I mess anything up?
No, I don't lie. What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm honest. I was looking.
you
I was looking. No, I was just looking. I have the right to look.
You can look.
My eyeballs.
You know what? I'm gonna chalk it for. It was for the interview, and you wanted to get to know. I know you do your research extensively, which I'm always impressed about.
Of course.
On the show, so all right. So it was for research.
Yeah, I was looking at the pictures. You, if you're, I don't know, you were. There's a picture of you, and I assuming you're a Patreon and like the people in your community. So obviously there's like 3 personal pictures.
A lot of IRL ones.
Yeah, IRL ones.
Yeah,
and
IRL ones.
Yeah,
some big IRL hangouts.
I think one of them was for TwitchCon, and then I think was like, I don't know what it was, like Denny's or something.
We took over Denny's at the Patreon IRL hangout.
See, I did my research.
Yeah. we took over Denny's, so we decided to take over that entire Denny's and the parking lot. And it was pretty great. We played Savannah while we all hung out there, said our goodbyes. That was the last day. We were all saying it was just great. It was great. We got another one coming this year, Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, nice.
So I think there's a lot of people going this time. I think 60 to 100, something around there. I don't know the exact number, but somewhere definitely in the 70s, 80s. So should be
I
fun.
also saw there's a Malding sticker behind the bar.
Yeah, I heard Rafflegator had a lot to do with that. He influenced Foxy.
He paid him
to
off?
Put that there. I don't know what he did. I'll get to the bottom of it. I actually don't know.
Oh, is this the next story arc?
This is the next story arc. Next one.
The RP starts with you. Who put this sticker here? Who did this?
And then we'll find out who, and then it'll go into a whole thing, and then at the end, there's gonna be the cycles, so everybody's gonna forget it anyway. So.
Does you going into a maid outfit go into that at some point or what?
Listen. I could get up at any point if I want for this interview, right? I could get up if I want.
I mean,
there will be no maid outfit.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just asking. It's just a question.
I love you so much.
It's just a question, man. Why are you so mad, bro? All right. Anyway, we'll change it up. How did the VSL start, and how did it expand over time? I always wondered that, because I looked at all the clubs that Foxy made, and one of them's called the VSL, which is the Virtual Support League. So I was kind of curious, how did that start? I looked up into like the wikis and stuff, but like it only gave me tidbits, just a little trail of like just some information, not the whole story. What better yet to ask the man himself, Nagzz. So
the VSL, they started when I moved over to Twitch, and I made that comparison with like that transfer from YouTube, of course, when I was streaming on YouTube. And I came over to Twitch, and there was a small group over here, and there were these 4 guys in there. It was Branger, it was Lees, it was Fuzz, and it was Lynx. It was the 4 of them, and what they did was they always gifted subs. And like it was new at the time, to Twitch, and they were gifting subs for anybody who joined in, and that allowed people to even talk more and use the emotes, and people started becoming more friends with each other, and they kept doing it, and then what they decided to do was spread the love throughout kind of the rest of the community. So they started going to other people's streams in the VR chat community and gifting subs there, and it was the 4 of those guys, and then they created a thing called the Virtual Support League. So they were like, let's continue spreading this love, and that's what they did. And they made like a private Discord. It's kind of closed off. It's like it's like invite only for them. But it kind of started through, at first my stream with those 4 guys, and they just spread the love, man, and it caught on, and they have like a nice little group now, and they're very special. They're awesome. So it was all about spreading positivity. That's what they did.
Nice. Wow, that's very generous of them to want to gift subs and to support you and support the virtual, VR essentially, like. Not just you, but other people as well.
Exactly. So, and that carried on. It's like the group I like to have around me or surround myself with, a chat, and the people when I go in VR chat, always positive. Like I don't want to be around, like anybody toxic. Like I don't have a toxic Twitch chat at all.
Yeah, the drama
sometimes
frogs.
they're crazy to me, but it's all out of love. It's literally like, like I always compare it to my best friends who my 2 best buddies who I've known for 20 years now. All we do is make fun of each other, give each other crap all the time, but I would do anything for the 2 of them. Hell, they come in once in a while. They don't watch any of my stuff, but they'll come in the chat once in a while. The whole chat knows them, and like they love it. They love it. It's cool to see that, where I could bring some people from the real world, to meet like the people I hang out with every day, my friends and family, So it's really neat. It's cool stuff.
All right. That's awesome that like you have friends that like support you. I don't want anyone of my real life friends.
They're the only 2. The rest of them, nobody else does. My family, I try. There's one of my cousins is the only one. He watches he tunes in whenever he can, and he's kind of a boomer a bit, so he doesn't really get anything. So he always asks me questions, but he's fascinated by it. He's like, "What are the nerds?" He was like, "This seems so cool. Like all these guys, he's asking so many questions all the time and watching, catching up. And my family is just confused. All they ask is, when am I getting a job? Like on my mom's side. It's like, so when you gonna get a job? You've been in.
Show them the paper stacks, and you're like,
I don't even bother.
Just say you run a virtual mafia.
That'll go good.
Internet.
A bunch of Italians on that side, absolutely. Really well.
Just say, listen. Just say,
really well with that.
Just say, listen. All
Great
right.
idea.
I run in a virtual mafia in VR. We whack some people. We racketeering. We mess some lollies up. Who are these lollies? Don't worry about it.
I'm writing all this down. These are fantastic ideas. Let me tell you, fantastic.
Of course. Ideas. Oh yeah, you're the HH CEO. Say that.
HH?
Yeah.
What is HH?
You telling me? Don't you?
No,
You don't know what HH is?
no, you done your research. You know what HH is.
Everyone should know what HH is. If you don't know what HH is, you are not living on the internet.
I just learned what HH was from that. Otherwise, I would never know what it is.
Okay, dude. Someone go to his house and search up his search history right now.
Go ahead. Look, you won't see any HH in there. None. You won't see any.
Okay. You see some CH?
What's CH?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
it. What is CH?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
I gotta
about
find out what CH is.
No, don't worry about it. Yes,
All
it's
these terms. HH, CH,
pH.
From my pool?
Yeah. How toxic are you? Is your pool toxic? How acidic is your pool? You ever go to pH?
Philadelphia.
Okay, dude. You called your cousin your cousin a boomer, but I think you're the real boomer here.
I'm not. No,
you're projecting.
No,
You're projecting.
No, I'm internet savvy. I've grown to learn the terms day by day.
You didn't even know where Ricardo Flick was until I told you what it was.
Doesn't matter. I know what he is now, so I'm not a boomer.
Oh, okay.
I know what he is now.
Yeah,
I've gotten accustomed to a lot of memes and stuff, though.
You didn't even have BitterTwitch.tv. Do you even have Frankerface Z yet, or what?
I do.
Oh, good.
And I do. There's a lot. We kind of got used to everything. It's a lot of stuff is used now.
Okay.
So, like
you evolved
with the Twitch lingo. I've evolved thanks to them. They keep evolving me because they were getting sick of it. They're like, okay, you're just too old. So we got to do this, and they evolved me.
I think you're a boomer living in a Zoomer world. That's what I think.
I think I'm a bazoomer, to be honest.
Bazoomer?
That's what I classify myself as. Yes, a bazoomer.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
I'm older, but I'm also young. And I know both sides. Like, I can understand both sides. I could, G Fuel Rage with my bang drink, and I could read an encyclopedia. So.
What? Who reads encyclopedias? It's 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Boomer and Zoomer. That's what I'm saying. I read them. I had to use encyclopedias when I did reports. When I did reports, I used encyclopedias.
I think there were no phones. I think the next time, whenever you want to get another interview, I think I'm gonna call you on the pager.
Okay, I had one. I had a beeper, and
I knew it
because none of my friends had one, and like my mom got it for me, and my dad was like, he looks like a drug dealer because like it would only be my mom.
Listen, I got a beep. I gotta go.
I felt so cool. Everybody'd be like, dude. So I'm like, yeah, be right back. I gotta go. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I'll be home in a little bit on a payphone because you couldn't use your cell phone. There was no cell phone, so I had to go to a payphone, call her, be like, I'll be home in a little bit.
God, payphones, man.
But I looked like but drug dealers use pagers, so I looked like a drug dealer to everybody because I had a beeper.
How would you know that drug dealers use pagers?
I grew up in New York City. I'm not naive, okay?
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Maybe dumb, but not naive. I know what goes on.
All right. My dad had a pager. But he used it until like 2005. So.
Yeah, so did my dad for business.
Yeah. That's how I knew what a pager was.
You had the work guys. You had the work guys that used it. You had the drug dealers.
Listen, either you're a guy who works in an office or you're a drug dealer. Okay, nobody else uses
That's
pagers.
Who had beepers. Nobody else besides or
a hospital.
A smart aleck kid like me that had one who pretended to be a businessman and a drug dealer.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. Trying to call home. I'm on my payphone. Hey, I gotta go to the payphone, guys. Hey, you got so 2 quarters?
I would call my mom, and I would call him up. Yeah, I'd have to borrow. I'm like, yo, let me get 2 quarters. And then it'd be like, nah, nobody wanted to give you quarters because you use them for quarter waters. Quarter waters were drinks you get at the deli. And I guess here in New York we call them quarter waters, but they're like this little, really sugary drink, and for a quarter you get them.
Really?
And, everybody would save their quarters for quarter waters. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm learning a lot today about a boomer in his past life.
Oh my god, I feel so old talking about that stuff. Jeez.
I mean,
but yeah,
I feel old when I'm in college. There's people are fresh out of high school in my class.
You look like you're 10. I've seen you. You look
True.
Like you're 10.
Hey, listen.
Lucky.
It's better to look younger than look older.
It's not. I'm not dissing you. I wish you look like you're 10. It's awesome. I wish.
I look like I'm 10. I could probably still pass for a high schooler, to be honest. I could probably go to my old high school and then probably be like, oh yeah, you're probably like a senior or something.
It's a compliment, dude. I wish I looked young, but a lot of people tell me, that like have seen like pictures of me 7 years ago to now. They're like, dude, you haven't changed. You look the same, which I take compliment to, for the most part. Obviously, I've lost a little bit of hair and stuff, but other than that, still kind of the same.
That's just from Twitch, you know.
That's the stress from Twitch.
Yeah.
And them every day. They make me lose my hair more.
Exactly.
Every day.
Just wear a wig.
Man.
Come on, man.
What do you mean a wig? I'm not there yet.
You gonna wear wigs when you're old? Okay.
No, I'm not gonna. Listen, I will do whatever it takes. I don't care. I will, if it starts getting really bad. I have looked so much. I've researched so much into hair transplant surgery. I would probably get it one day.
Oh my god.
Get it one day. 100%.
Just shave your head.
No, because then it's still gonna be patchy and baldy. So you gotta
just get it tattooed on. What do you mean? Just.
What am I, Fousey tube?
Whoa. Yes.
Get it tattooed on.
Yes.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
I would definitely possibly. I would never do eye surgery or anything because my eyes are really bad. I would never do any surgeries, except the only surgery I would do for anything would be a hair transplant surgery. I've read how safe it was. I've probably done hours and hours of research because I probably will get it one day.
You know what? I'm probably gonna go bald before you. I think.
You might.
Because in the past like couple of years, I've definitely started to notice like a hairline or what do you call it, receding hairline. So dude, I'm only 24. I'm gonna be 25.
I noticed it. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just took my headset off for a second. I'm switching the battery, and it's back. I look at my old high school picture, and my hairline is like, I have a tiny forehead because the hairline is so low.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy to look at. It's literally went up inches, so it's scary. And that's really all I feel I got left. I really only got left with my hair. That's all I got. Nothing really.
You know, if you ever go bald, just grow a beard. That's when you know you're a badass.
See, I can't. I know. There's people who could rock the baldness, man. It's like you could tell the person that could rock the baldness. They grow a beard, they look good with it. Then there's 75% of guys who look good with a bald head. 75%. Then there's 25 that just look awkward and weird. I am part of that 25% group. I've seen enough of these molding emotes and things, even though it's just a joke on there, to know that I will look weird, and you never know if you have a weird shaped head. What happens if I have like a big lump? And I never knew.
I mean, that only happens if you wear like a headset. Yeah, that's where you get the head meat. All the time.
It's a what?
Head meat. You ever know what Tyrell 1 looks like? Or like anyone that wears a headset all the time? It indents your head.
The head meat? Oh, that thing with the little, like, it looks like,
yeah.
Like hot dog rolls? Oh, like that?
Yeah.
I might, what happens if I have hot dog rolls on my head? I can't do that.
Just just embrace it, and then you just, I don't know.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
See, you don't understand the possibility here. See, you have oldmolding.com. It's a nice segue. And when you go mold yourself, then you can embrace it, and then you just,
Let me tell you, that site has already just felt amazing. I used it yesterday. Daddy DiGiorno? You know him?
Yes.
Yeah. And he likes to crack jokes at me, etc. And I went into his chat, and I poke fun of him that he's molding, and a lot of people do now. And I put a picture of him. People made a picture of him with a big 5 head.
Mm-hmm.
And I put it. I was like, "Why don't you go check out molding.com?" He was like, "Molding.com," and he went, and there he is, his picture right in the front page. It's amazing. It's so useful. The website is so perfect. It's great. It was a great investment.
Yeah, you can have return policy. Can't you sell that website for like $10,000 now?
Right now, with all the traffic that it's getting, now there was a meme that came out with Trump and Forzen's community about molding that's like spreading everywhere. Mm-hmm. So the keyword search for molding, like everywhere, has gone. If you look at the Google searchings for molding, it's just like been skyrocketing. So yeah, it's like I could see the estimates on what it's worth if I want to sell it. Of course, got to find a buyer. There should be no problem getting one, or the site might even buy it back, etc. But yeah, I could definitely make all the money back plus more. So it's a good investment.
Yeah, good.
But I'm gonna keep it. I don't care how big it gets. I'm gonna keep that as like a memory because that was fun. That was fun to poke fun at a friend with Rafflegator and like for all communities to have a laugh and have a good
Yeah.
time. So that to me was a memory and a stupid purchase, but out of fun for everyone.
Stupid
So I'm gonna keep that. I
purchase.
don't care.
I don't think so. I think someone with a bachelor's in marketing is it's a very smart idea.
Yeah, it got me on live stream fails on the front page of Reddit.
Yeah, I
It got
saw
me in.
that.
Some of the big YouTubers were making videos about it. It was widely.
Yeah,
searched.
who is
I had
this
a feeling
guy?
that would happen.
Nagzz21 trying to trademark the name Malding. So every
It was so funny. It
every
was great.
time I see
It's great.
Malding, he's gonna owe him a penny. What the heck?
It was so great. But and you know, funny thing is, I told Rafflegator, he didn't know anything that was happening, but I told him, I was like, you know, you're in for it. Like I told him, like, I'm getting you back. You know,
I was
that's all I
there.
knew. And I said, yeah, and I told him, you know, like, you'll be there, you know, like, just make sure, just answer me on stream. And he was like, dude, I'm actually scared. He was actually nervous. But I told him, I was like, however, though, I'm writing it right now that this thing, I guarantee will probably be on live stream fails somehow. Guarantee. And it'll spread. And he was like, what? And then that was it. And then I look back and I have the timestamp and everything. You know, I called it. I knew that would happen. You know, it's a little
Marketing
you
genius.
can tell when something's interesting enough that it'll spread. And I didn't do a single thing. I didn't do anything. Just let it go.
I feel like
Let the internet do it.
how Reddit works is just you only need one person to like just post something for you, and it just blows
I was
up.
a member of his community that did it. A member of his community.
Yeah.
He is the guy's name. Did it. He's always
He,
in the
he.
chat. He put it up there, and then boom, it just blew up.
Exactly.
I knew it. But it was crazy though. I will tell you a really quick story, really fast. I was sitting down. You know, Streamers Reloaded, the YouTube channel.
Reloaded the YouTube
It's
channel.
like it was Streamers Reloaded. It's
Oh,
called.
Stream.
It's
Okay.
a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's a big YouTube channel. For like all the Twitch drama and everything. It's like the
Uh-huh.
number one source. Kind of like Drama Alert for YouTube, but for Twitch. And
Okay.
this guy's awesome. He's like got an English accent. He's great. I watch it religiously because it tells everything that's happening with Twitch, like everything. So, and it gets tons. I think it's tons, hundreds of thousands of views every time. And I watch it religiously whenever he posts a video. So I get up in the morning and I'm like, oh my god, he posted a new video. I'm sipping on my coffee and I'm watching it. And I'm like 6 minutes in, and I'm sipping my coffee, and it goes, next we have a streamer from the name Nagzz21. And I'm like, and I spit my coffee. I was like, what? And I was like, oh my god. And then he covered the story with the molding, and I was like, yo, I was freaking out. You don't really want to be on that show, to be honest.
Yeah, dude.
But it was definitely one of my, oh my god experience where my heart jumped. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, someone who says he's not really toxic ends up on a toxic video where it exposes and talks about drama. And then you also say that you watch it religiously, so I think you're hiding something, honestly.
I just want to know what's going on.
Okay, dude.
I watch my offline chat all the time. I watch everything that happens in Discords. Well, I don't respond to everyone. I watch everything at Twitter. People I see at Nego Nights, I'm like, I saw that tweet you did in this. People are always like, how the hell? Dude, I watch everything. Why? Because I care. I care about what everybody's doing. I care. You know,
He's a
the more I
spy.
know about everybody, the more I
He knows they look like I'm
produce
10,
better
dude.
content. I know everything, and people think that I'm not there. They're like, "Oh, I wish you know." Be like, no, I see
Toxic.
that. I watch the whole thing.
You just
That's
exposed
just-
yourself
that's-
for being toxic on my show, just so you know. It's okay.
How?
It's okay, dude.
I just care. I like to watch what everybody's doing because then I could produce content that fits to what's going on with everyone, what they like, and also it helps bring people together. You know, I see different people's personalities and lets me interact with them easier, better. I see how the group is. It's a lot of, hey, if you're not paying attention to your viewers and your community, you're not doing anything. You don't care. That's my opinion and my looks, and I guess I pay a lot of attention to them, a lot, because they're my life. So,
Of course. Of course. Stalker. Likes drama not being a part of it? Relatable. Sounds about right.
yeah, I don't want to be part of any of that. Although
Okay,
I will
dude.
watch. I will watch because
You like to watch from afar. You're just like, wow, look at those idiots.
like all the way in the bleacher seats, like all the way.
You got the binoculars on. You're like, oh,
Yep.
what's going on
Yes.
here?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I want to do. I don't want to be close enough where they look at me like, "What do you think about this?" Like, no, dude, I'm holding the binoculars. Don't look at me. You know, I want to be all the way in the
Okay.
bleachers watching. That's what I like.
I used to be very bad 2 years ago with that sort of stuff. I talked about it recently on a very long Twitter post. I don't know if anyone here read it or including you, but pretty much I talked about how like When I was Kenny, I was very toxic, like towards people, and I
Oh
was
yeah, and then you talked about the transition for the avatars, what you did. I
yeah.
saw that. I read that.
Oh,
Yeah, I read that. That
wow.
was a while back.
That was like 2 days ago. That was actually last night.
Was it?
I made a new one.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
yesterday. I
okay.
wrote it last
Then I
night.
didn't see that. I didn't see yesterday's. I
Okay.
saw a while one. One something you wrote a while back.
Yeah, I made some like smaller tweets, but this one like encompasses the whole story, and I call it like the transformation of like 2 years.
Well, I will have to read that. No, because I remember you put a bunch of tweets up about, while you were making this transition from Kenny all the way through, the
Hmm.
reasoning, you were tweeting about it. That was a while back. Kind of when you
Yeah,
first
and then
and your
last
reasoning
night,
for it. Because everybody was asking you about, like, why are you going to a girl? Why are you doing this? And then you kind of
hmm
explained it.
yeah, I explained some of it, but like there's only so much you can explain in like a couple tweets, right? I rather just I wrote like I don't know, like 5,000, 6,000 words or something like that. So it's quite long
All
and
right. Well, I
lengthy.
gotta watch. Now I gotta read the updated version.
Yeah.
The real version. I'll read the real version.
Yeah, read the reverb. I'm not going to explain it. You have to read it now. There you go.
I will.
Advertisement.
I will.
But I don't know. Basically, I don't want to take up all the time here, but like it just encompasses like how I was 2 years ago, and like I was like borderline a piece of shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like I was just mean and like rude to people, and like I didn't really care because I was a character. I was just like, oh, I'm just role playing, it's whatever. But over time, I saw how it was impacting my like talking to people, and like some people didn't want to talk to me or socialize with me anymore, and I was like, oh, I need to change myself. So in early 2019, I stopped doing the accent altogether. People quickly realized like, why aren't you like being Kenny anymore? And then early 2019, I commissioned an artist to draw this character, and then by the time it was mid of 2019, I fully rebranded and everything, and left that life behind. And the reason why I tell
Yeah,
people
man.
this story,
You did a
like,
good job of it too.
yeah, the reason why I want to tell people this story, I don't have to, right? I can just move on and do whatever I want, right? The reason why I tell people this story is because I want to show that people can change. You can be, an awful person or a bad person or whatever, and change for the better. And that's why I tell that story.
100
So,
billion%. I've witnessed 100%. Anybody who says people don't change, that is, I've witnessed it firsthand with my father. Like the most firsthand you could ever see. He's like
yeah.
the most amazing guy in the world, and he's proven that over not just like a little bit of time. Like
Hmm.
it's one thing to say you change and make little changes here for a little bit of time, then go back to ways. Now he's done it for now 10 years of the most insane changes I've ever met, and he's my hero now. He wasn't at first. Actually, not really not really a fan of him at all.
Yeah.
But now he's the guy I aspire to be. So people can change 100%, 100%.
Exactly.
So props to you, man.
Thank
Very
you. I
proud of you.
appreciate that. Here's a nice segue. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this question. I don't know if you ever really talked
Sure.
about it on your stream, but if you don't want to respond to it, it's up to you. So I was asking, poking around a little bit. Obviously, your name's is Nagzz21. I always wonder, what does the 21 stand for?
The 21. I am actually. So you bring that up. I'm getting rid of it. So 21 will be gone. I'm giving it to the community. So for a multiple variety of many reasons, some with SEO, some with searching, some with everybody spells my name wrong, some with adding a 21 to it is very confusing. But also as a significance factor too, that I want to give something back to the community. I've always had 21 on all my names since I was a kid, playing in Counter-Strike 1.0 back in the day on DSL. I always had 21. 21 was a significant number to me simply because a lot of things in my life would always happen around that number. There's too many to really describe, but I lost certain people on that date, which sounds like a bad thing, but also some great things happen. To me, it signifies throughout my life that it's an important number, so I've always kept it. And it's always hovered around certain things. I've always noticed certain things with it, and sometimes you could be focusing on that, so it just seems coincidental, and it might be, but to me it just holds significance, so I've always just kept it. That's really all. But I think it's time to give it to the most important people, since it's so important to me. Who are the most important people in my life? Well, I mean, this has been the best 2 years of my life, 2.5 years now, almost going on 3, and that's the community. That's to all the people that support me every day, that allow me to do this every day. So I'm giving it to them.
Wow, that's very admirable of you to say. You know,
I
to
noticed a few people changed their name too, added 21 to it. I thought that was pretty neat. That means a lot. You know,
yeah,
it might be
exactly.
just a number and a name change, but when I see someone do that, that's really cool. You know, it's really.
Exactly. Because I always wonder, like, I was like, what's with the 21? Because it's like all over.
Yeah, so it'll be gone. It'll be gone now. So working on a new logo, working on a whole bunch of things. I already have the other Twitch channel for just Nagzz. You know, I have that taken care of. Bought the domain Nagzz.com, so nobody else can.
Nice, dude.
So I got everything under control.
Was that $3,000 too, or what?
No, that $5.
$5. Oh my god. You're only worth $5, man. But molding. Whew.
It was $8. Nobody bought it and put it. But molding, yeah, $3,000, man. It was $3,000, and it hurt to do that, but I'm not dumb, like you said, for marketing. I really weighed out everything, and I said, you know, I know this is a funny joke, but I also knew, I said that this has a potential. The risk is for the reward and everything, and the SEO and the lock-in of a popular term is worth way more than 3,000. And the publicity I got with everything that happened, any company would pay 20 to 30 grand, 1,000,000% with what happened, easy 20, 30 grand. So, and a lot of people on Reddit said that even like were annoyed. They were like, dude, he's like a genius. You know, a lot of people were saying that. They were like,
hey,
we're all talking about him now. We
marketing.
didn't know who he was. Now we're all checking him out.
Listen, he's a marketing graduate. Come on. It's really that. Is it really? Come on, man. You went to school.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Passion. That was my passion, man.
Yeah.
I miss the marketing world. I do miss it. But I love what I do now. So I love what I do.
Yeah. I got a degree. I'm smart. I got a degree.
You're very smart.
I got a degree in interactive media design, which is how to make websites. I could have made your website for $2.
Hey, well, listen, I have the Nagzz1 coming out. If you want to be hired, dude, I'll definitely.
Maybe.
But that's really cool. Yeah, with media taking over and cable TV dying and everything's digital. It's all digital marketing now. It's all digital media. With that, that's one of the smartest routes you could go for getting your degree in. One of the smartest.
Well,
by far.
I'm actually back into college for a different degree. I could like make websites and code them and design them and everything, but like I decided to change and do something else. One thing that did kind of kill websites was I think it's called WordPress and Wix.
Yeah.
Wix press or something. There's like
Wix
too. Yeah, that's what it's called. Wix and WordPress.
Well, WordPress is more for the
boomers.
New. Yeah, well, not the new people, because I had to use it a lot in marketing. I had to learn how to use WordPress and web design, even with my field. That's more of a lot of encoding, a lot of back end that you could do for actually adding your own coding for certain things and certain plugins, etc. Wix is for like the people who are a small company that can't, like afford to hire anybody, and they're like, well, we need a company website that's easy to use, that we could do, and any Joe Schmo could create a website using Wix. It's nice, user friendly. So you have two opposites, of the spectrum. One's better for SEO and like all the high different things for e-commerce, etc. That's WordPress. And then you got, I just need a website up because I own a dog pound and I want to, like whatever, like it's
make your own.
Tell about all the dogs here. Yeah.
So, I mean, I could find a job. I would have to work for a team, and the team would have to, like, find work for, things and whatever. And I was just like, that's...
You could Fiverr too, man. You can
Fiverr. Yeah, there's Fiverr. But,
there's plenty of ways.
I decided to go back for office administration, so...
Office administration, huh?
Yeah, executive. I'll be your executive here. I'll be your CEO of your business.
Okay. I am the CEO right now of my one-man business.
Okay.
That was my goal in life, was always to be, was two things: to be a CEO, and I always wanted to be part of a marketing team that worked on a commercial for the Super Bowl, and be part of that team. That designed the Super. Created it and worked on it together and had all the meetings. That was my two dreams in life. So one, I did become a CEO, even though it's kind of bootleg. It is my own company and I'm the CEO of it. But one kind of down, and the other, I don't know, maybe one.
Just get molding.com really, really popular, and then sell it, and then buy a Super Bowl, ad spot.
And then everybody will be like, he just spent $500,000 on a 30-second slot at the Super Bowl, and like everybody, that's what.
It's just melding in the night.
It's holding a knife for 30 seconds on the Super Bowl, where people are eating their chips. Like, what the hell is this? It's just my head right there, molding with the song, and then boom, nobody has, and it's just like molding.com, and then. That's it. That's it.
And then the site's worth like $5 billion, and then you're just like,
because
it's
of
easy.
all the traffic
Yeah, easy.
Then take that money and then buy a $1 million slot for a minute segment at the Super Bowl. You know, there you go.
See, marketing. Stay in school, kids. Get a degree. Be smart.
I actually have to speak. I'm gonna be. I think within this month, the upcoming month, I'm going to a high school to speak. So I will be speaking to a I'll be speaking to a high school. I think it's at in their auditorium, so it's like one of their or auditorium things where the whole school gets together. Or I'm going to a few classrooms. I'm not quite sure yet. I really hope it's a few classrooms. I really don't want to speak in front of the entire high school. Not sure, but it's one of the two. But the way it looks, I think they want to incorporate everyone, so they might do it in one of their auditoriums.
What are you gonna talk about?
What it's like to be a content creator, what I went to college for, and how it incorporated with what I do. And obviously they want me to push, like they're like, you went to college, can you tell them that, like your experiences with everything, and like, do you think college is right for them? And I'm going to tell them straight up. And I told them before I go, I was like, I'm going to tell them that college isn't for everyone. It's not for everyone. But I will tell you that I wouldn't have got to where I am without it. It was somewhat needed, and it was definitely a necessity. As weird as that sounds, it was somewhat needed, but it was definitely a necessity. So, and I'll incorporate all that into there, and what it's like to be a content creator, because every kid nowadays just wants to be a streamer. Everybody's just like thinks you could just pick it up and you get paid for just streaming video games or just throwing up a few videos.
You got a lot of these kids.
It's the worst route.
Or you got a lot.
So
you got a lot of these parents. They're like forcing their kids to get good at Fortnite. I heard about that in a news article.
It's so disgusting. It's so, and I see so many people day in and day out who are like, I'm gonna start streaming now, and then they're dropping everything and they think they can go full time, and it just it's not even. I am paranoid every day, and I do well thanks to the community, that supports me. Like I do all right, and I'm still very small. But I'm also in a niche area with such an amazing group. It's that Twitch even notices. Like Twitch, I talk with Twitch and staff a lot because they're like, what you have, and this community that is all around you and all these people is like you're part of less than 1% of anything. With the amount of viewers of usually 200, sometimes 3, even like 150 to 300, I should not be having as many subs and engagement and chat engagement. Chat is even faster than channels I look at that have 2K people watching.
Exactly.
It's literally a different community than norm. So, and Twitch sees that. They're like, well, like how did this happen? And I try to explain to them, and they want to, they want to learn, and they appreciate us. So that's why they've given us like tier 2, tier 3 streams, which I do now, like once a month. I'm the only person. I think there's like 2 others. It was our idea. There's only like 3 people on the entire platform that could do a tier 2, tier 3 stream only. People can do sub-only streams, but it's like me and I think 2 other streamers that they gave the option to from our idea of tier 2, tier 3 streams. And I'm testing it for them because it was our idea. So the fact that Twitch listens means that even though it's always quality over quantity, man. Doesn't matter how many. You could have 20,000 people watching. Sure, companies like that, things like that, but we're the proof that, like, a smaller group that's so powerful because, of how intertwined the friendships that have created and how everybody kind of relies on each other as a family is more powerful than, 10,000. So, yeah.
Exactly. I'll say this, though. I mean, I've never seen anyone else, like, do, I see barely people even do sub streams, but, like, you're somebody who does, like, tier 2 and tier 3s, and, like, you're still getting, like half your regular viewers. Let's say you get like 200, 250, you get like at least 100. That's a lot of people who are tier 3 subs. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people. And,
exactly.
I make sure I go into Discord with them. I hang out. It was their idea because how it came was I was like, you can't. I was like, a lot of people were doing tier 2 and tier 3 subs, and I'm like, man, you guys get nothing. Like, I like to add different things to my streams, to
Make it
hype
worth
it
it.
up, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank them. You know, I'm so appreciative. I don't want people to think I take them for granted. So I want to do things like thank you so much and show them like I'm excited and make it fun for everybody. And there was nothing to do for tier 2, tier 3. They're paying all this extra money for what? An emote? Like, come on.
Well, it's the molding emote. It's the molding emote.
Like, well, now it is. But even before that, before anything, I was like, what are they doing? I'm like, they're just doing it to support me, and I respect that, but I can't let that happen. I gotta give back. I gotta figure out something. So I told them, I was like, guys, I'm talking to Twitch. I'm gonna talk to Twitch. We're gonna make a difference here. And everybody laughed, and we were like, let's do it, you know. And I talked to Twitch, and I talked to my partner manager, and she's amazing, and she got me connected with one of the other departments in Twitch that handles kind of like the back end dashboard and different ideas and the creative aspects. Sat down with them, told them about it, and I was like, guys, you know, just doing an emote is not good enough, you know. And then we went back and forth, you know, on, you know, the pros and cons, and I was explaining, and they were like, all right, listen, you know, we'll give you the opportunity to tier 2, tier 3 stream. Let us know, you know, and you know, we'll give it to you. Your community is, how could we say no? You have such a loving group. We got you. Test it out for us. Let's see. And I was like, thank you, you know, and we love it. I look forward to it once a month with them. And it's off stream schedule, so nobody could be like, what about the $5 us? You know, us regular subs, you don't care about us. No, it's off the regular schedule. It's on my day off that I'll do it. You know, on a Saturday and Sunday where I'm off, I do it on there, so nobody could be like, well, you're restricting content for us. No, I'm not. I'm just thanking these people on my day off. So I covered all angles.
Exactly. That's very nice of you. I think me personally, if I had access to Twitch, I would just say like I think tier 2 and 3 sub or tier 2 tier 3 subs should have like GIF emotes. I think that would really push people to actually.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea too.
Animated GIFs.
Just little incentives like you said, like that do wonders. You know, do wonders. It you know, it makes you feel appreciated. Like me too as a viewer. You know, I view a lot besides streaming. It'd be cool to get a little something extra. You know, when someone acknowledges me, if I sub or do something, that means a lot. You know, I appreciate that. So I try to put how I feel when I watch others. You know, so when I'm doing it, like, what did I enjoy? What made me feel good? How can I make them feel good? And to thank them. So I think that's a really good idea you have, though. A very good idea.
Exactly.
And a big thank you to Twitch if you're watching for all that you've done for us all,
Exactly.
including this man right here. Thank you very much.
I appreciate
they started making jokes whenever we do things like we're moving a mixer now. That's all they make, these stupid jokes. I don't know where it came from, so that's all they do.
Moving the mixer, dude. Come on, man.
They've been scaring me. They make jokes. Like whenever we do the blast off, like with my head, everybody spamming it. They're like, "We're off to mixer." I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. So
mixer. But, come on, man.
But no, Twitch has been amazing. They listen. They listen. I know some people, you know, speak different. Some are happy, some aren't. But I've had nothing but the greatest encounters with Twitch, and I know that they care from a first-hand experience. So I'm very thankful to them.
That's awesome. So, back to questions. I always wondered why did you pick your avatar being like male? Like, why didn't you go the waifu route? I'm actually genuinely curious.
Well, that's a good question. I'm gonna flip that to you because I'm more curious. Why do you and everybody pick female avatars? I picked mine to relate more to me. So, like, when I first made my avatar, I in my very second video, remember I made that. I know you did your research because you asked me last time I brought it on here. I wanted to kind of make it look like me. I thought that'd be cool, looking like me in VR, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a guy talking, and you know,
I'm a guy,
you know. So now, as being a guy, and many guys in the game are all female avatars, why do you guys choose that? There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm so used to it. It was from day one. I don't see a problem with it. It never bothered me. But I was always curious, you know.
I explained this many times, but like, when I played as a dude, like I said, I wanted to get away from Kenny, and the most like easiest way to do is just to switch genders and be a girl character. But there's a lot of other reasons for it. One of them, when I was Kenny, I was trying to get like emotes drawn, and like there are obviously like emo artists that draw guys, but like a lot of the emo artists I wanted to hire, they're like, oh, I only draw women. Or same with art in general, like art commissions are, oh, I don't draw dudes, I draw women. I'm like, oh, okay. So a lot of the artists, a lot of emotes, a lot of
that is a good point.
Customization with avatars. Sure, my male model Kenny was actually made also by Genomu, the same person who made this avatar. and that model is very unique because it's made from scratch and it has a beard, and like no one else in this game has a beard. So, well, some people do. You know what I mean? Like, it stood out from the
Yeah.
rest, but I don't know. I just wanted to get away from the character, and like, I guess you could say I was a closet weeb. I was hiding who I really was the whole
Okay.
time. I was
Okay.
because like
Nothing wrong with that.
the whole stick of Kenny was like, oh, I'm never be a waifu. All I hate anime. I hate everything. If you ain't American, it's whatever. It's like that was like the character. That was just who I was, and after a while, I was just like, I'm gonna rebrand. Like I said, if you read the whole post, I posted like 6,000 words or whatever. You'll understand it a lot more. But
Yeah, I'm gonna read that
um,
after.
it just after a while I just was like, well, I'm gonna rebrand, right? Either I make another male character or I make a female character, and I was just like, let's try being a female. Let's see what happens. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first rebranded, I didn't like suddenly get more viewers or more attention or anything like that. It was never like that. People thought it was like that, but it's not. If you switch your gender of your character right now, like you're not gonna suddenly get more viewers or more attention or whatever. It's not like that. I only started getting more attention because of doing the interviews and people liking my content, not because of my mascot or whatever. The mascot just represents
Absolutely.
my channel. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I like made her look like this or whatever is because I wanted to make her, well, the original outfit's a biker outfit, so I wanted to make her look like a rebel, someone who's like, um, not part of the social norm. Like I feel like in VR chat, a lot of people not. I want to think anything against it, but like a lot of people play like lollies or, female avatar of cat ears and a tail or whatever, right? Just like ears and a tail. And I don't know. To me, that seems like everyone's doing it, and I wanted to be something a little bit different. So I was like, what if I make it like a tough-looking biker chick or like a tough-looking girl that looks like she can beat your ass, like like Lara Croft or something? And I was like, I'll do that. And it goes
Okay.
besides with the whole rebel idea of being an outsider, be an outcast, and that's just what I did. So
Like it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I noticed everybody. It was a little different to me when I joined the game, and I think that was one of, uh, I know it was one of the success, which kind of drew a lot of people to me in the beginning. Was, you had this guy from New York
yeah,
with an accent, that he just didn't know any anime. Everything was fascinating to him because it was. Everything was like it was
yeah,
just so interesting. And you got an anime community who played the game, that watched as well. Were like, all right, this guy is not, crapping on us, because of like I don't know much about the whole furry thing or anything. I don't know anything about that, but like they're like
What do you mean you
he's
were
open
furry?
minded. He okay. Okay, listen. I mean,
Past
nothing wrong with
tense
that. I'm not a
was
furry. I'm not, and I
was.
wasn't, and I never was. I don't even know what it is. Okay,
You were in a
I don't even know what
furry
it is.
avatar. What do you mean? I was neck on nights. I saw off my own two eyeballs.
Okay, that was because I was playing beer pong. Okay, never mind.
Okay, dude.
And they accepted. They accepted.
Deflecting.
They
Deflecting.
accepted
Your
me.
Honor, he's deflecting.
They accepted. They accepted me for having like an open mind. I was like, so like, oh, teach me. This is awesome. Like, this seems really cool. And this guy who watches sports and like doesn't know any of this stuff. It was like two opposites. Kind of, meeting and introducing each other to new things. I was introducing them to this world that's filled with anime characters and all this, and they were introducing me to what anime actually was. And we were together, bonded by friendships that were happening between strangers. So it worked out for everybody. That was one of the main reasons. And I noticed that I've learned that the anime community is one of the most loyal communities out there. My goodness, like one of the most loyal, and a lot of respect to that. So I've been happy to,
Hmm.
even though I've only seen like 5 animes, I'm happy to be, kind of a part of it. They've accepted me. So,
Watch Gurren Lagann yet?
Guru who?
Gurren Lagann?
Goku?
No. Gugo?
No, I haven't watched it.
Goten? Gotenks?
Who?
What? What?
Gotenks. Oh, that's from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Gotenks.
Gotenks. Yes, Gotenks.
No, I never watched it.
You need to watch. You need to watch Gurren Lagann. It's like 10 years old, but still good.
Yes.
Sure. Yes. 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 I think there's a movie that like summarizes the whole story in like 2 hours, so I guess that would work.
But I have been watching a lot of anime due to the community, so I've seen. That's why my waifu is Catalea. I think she's absolutely beautiful. She's from Violet Evergarden. And then for some reason, everybody craps on her. I finally pick a waifu. I get into what they show me. I enjoyed it. The show was so good. And then I pick my waifu and everybody calls her trash. And I can't, no matter if I bring her up, everybody just craps on her. Why?
That's part of the community. It's called Your Waifu is Trash. It's a meme.
Well, she's not. She's wonderful.
Okay. Do you have a body pillow?
I do.
Oh, okay. Nice. You evolved.
It was sent to me.
Oh, okay. Oh. Sent to you.
They were sent to me. They were sent to me!
Why can't you just buy it? Why can't you buy them yourself?
Because it was sent to me first. Otherwise I would.
Okay. Alright. I don't know if you're a true waifu hunter or whatever you want to call it. True waifu believer?
Believer?
I don't know. Like, someone who really likes that, whatever waifu you choose, you should be the one to, like, spend your money and, like, you know, spend time with them. And
why didn't they sent me her body pillow? I have to deal with defending her honor every day. That's worth more than money. Every day I defend her honor. So.
Okay.
That's priceless. That's priceless.
Is it crusty?
No, it's not crusty. What? No!
Okay.
It's fine.
Alright.
It's comfy.
You can wash it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Have you actually ever played in a female avatar? Like, you're not gonna... Okay, how was it?
Well, undercover.
Oh, okay. Okay, undercover.
I was Oni-chan. Uni-chan. Undercover.
You weren't just Unity-chan.
One. Yeah, that was it.
You're... No, that's a lie. I know you're lying to me.
Well, what was the other one?
Well, didn't you play as Landfear at some point?
Oh yeah.
See, I told you.
Undercover ones.
The
undercover episode. So I did Oni-chan and Landfear. I did Oni-chan and Landfear.
Yeah, exactly. And you're that furry too, so there you go.
That does not count.
If I saw it, if it was on stream, it counts. It's recorded. You can pull it up the clips.
It was for a bet.
Okay.
I said fine.
Oh. It's for a bit, it's fine. Okay. Alright.
It's for a bet. Not for a
bet.
It was for a bet and a bit. A bit and a bet. I don't know what it was. I forgot. I was drinking. It was for Rufflegator and Beach.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay. Alright. I don't know why were you yelling for it? I'm very calm here.
That furry avatar, Oni-chan, and Landfear were the three I have used.
Have you ever been a lolly?
No. No, a Hapu, because someone made a Hapu avatar of Joey. Does that count?
I don't know. I don't think I'm not really an expert on lollies, but seeing as you're unofficially part of the lolly squad, I don't know. Could you answer that question?
Well, they won't. They tried not to let me in because I'm not a lolly. So, but I let them know that I got the sweatband. I've raised the flag before, so I am part of the squad.
I mean, you know that like like half the lollies in the lolly squad are like adults now, so I guess you could like just pull a fast one on them and be like, hey, you're not even lollies.
There you go. You ain't even lollies, bro.
Yeah, exactly. They all grew up.
Let me get that sweatband. Exactly.
Exactly. Respect women. Yeah, all women are queens. You know that?
I have a lot of respect for women. Always. Oh, boy, I do.
Okay.
It's number one rule. I'm old-fashioned. Old school, man. Old school. I guess that's one of the things
I wanted to talk about Sellouts21, aka also known as Sellouts21, aka known as Frankie.
Oh, Frankie.
Yeah, Sellouts21.
What about him? What about him?
How's he? What does he think about all this, man? What does Frankie think?
What does he? He's thinking about how to get out of debt. He's in hiding right now.
What do you mean, just sell moddings.com?
So many gambling. No, he's run up so many gambling debts that it's ridiculous. So he's in hiding. I have to I know where he is, but I don't speak about him. He's in hiding. He literally owes everybody money. Everybody. And I cut him off. I said I'm not paying for you anymore. I'm done.
So he's a scam artist.
Cops looking for him. Everybody's looking for him.
Okay. That sucks.
Yeah, he's a schemer, and that's part of my cousin and my blood that I don't like. I brought him in for a few times, to speak. But if I need something sold, he's good at selling things though. People buy it. I don't know why. I can't sell anything. Nobody will buy anything if I ask them. I never ask, but if I were to ask anybody to buy things, nobody will do it. He does it, they'll buy it.
Okay.
It'll be the stupidest thing. They'll buy it.
All right.
If I ask people to buy something, I never do. But that's why I don't, because I know the answer. It'll be no smile every time. From
No
like, hey
smile?
guys, you think you could? And no smile, guaranteed, 100%.
All right. Next question.
Okay.
Where does the seagull meme come from? It came from your eyebrows. What's up with your eyebrows?
Yes. Came from my eyebrows.
Really?
Yes.
Why are they making
A
fun of your
while back,
eyebrows?
Someone a while back on the YouTube stream, when I streamed over there, said, "Your eyebrows look like perfect seagulls," and everybody, ha ha ha, and it never left. It has never left. It is the one meme that has stayed. And I get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows. People think I get them done. A lot of you know, like if I go anywhere, like a woman will compliment and she'll be like, "Do you get your eyebrows done?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "Wow, they look like they're done." So that's a big compliment. That's big. It's rare I get a compliment from women, but when I do, it's usually about the eyebrows. So I've never got them done before.
Okay. I see many seagulls. My time.
Of course.
Mm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
Every time I tune in your stream, I just see 2 seagulls flying across my screen. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you're talking about... Okay.
What?
Next question.
Okay. You're right. Moving on. Who are the nerds?
The nerds, man.
Yeah, the nerds.
They made that name. It's the Nagzz unofficial raid division. They wanted to... What did they wanted to name it? They wanted to name it, Turd.
Excuse me?
Something like that. It was like the unofficial raid division. It was going to be Turd or something. But no, the Nagzz unofficial raid division. What they do, man, it's turned now into an open Discord for us, for the entire community. What they do is they started raiding people. So when the stream would end, they would all, you know, get together and raid small streamers and send some love and positivity their way, man. People with very little viewers go in there with a big group of people, you know, spamming some love, making them feel good, even sometimes donating bits and stuff, just making them feel good, giving them a little motivation. And they do that constantly to a lot of smaller streamers, and they go around together as a group. And then they decided to, you know, create a division. Start with, I believe, 7 that started it at first, the official. I think there was 7. And from there, they grew piece by piece, and now to be accepted to be an official nerd, you have to have X amount of raids. They have like a list, you know.
Oh yeah.
And they go around and basically spreading some love, man, to everybody. And a lot of people, I get a lot of people telling me like, "Oh, the nerds raided me yesterday." It's like, it's amazing what they do. It's like, this is everything I intended when I started this game, man, was to literally show the friendships and like all the beauty of it. And it's pieces like that. It's groups of people like that that put the pieces of the puzzle of the entire thing together. I can't do it all myself. And without them, I wouldn't be here, and without me, they wouldn't be here. It's a two-way street, and they just keep passing on love, man, just like I'm trying to do every day. It's amazing. So that's who the nerds are. I'm very happy. They're incredible, man. I love them so much. It's awesome.
It's awesome, yeah, because I've seen some of them come to my stream sometimes. Usually at really awkward moments when I'm wholesome. That's all I'm saying. Why are you laughing? I'm not doing anything.
I didn't say anything. I wasn't laughing. I was. That's all I was doing.
Okay. You dying or something? It's almost your time, man. Okay, well.
Not almost my time.
It's past your time. What do you mean?
It's not past my time.
Okay. One question I always wanted to ask. It's a very simple question. Mm-hmm. But how come you have an Oculus, right, still?
Mm-hmm. I still do.
Why don't you have like an index for full body? Like, I know that like your play space is literally just you sitting in a chair, but like I would think, you know, over 2 years you'd be like, I could just move these trackers into like my entire room and have full body and kick people, and you know what I mean. I don't know.
Maybe when this breaks. I am a weird guy where I don't like to buy anything new until it's broke. So same with my old car, which everybody made fun of, to A lot of my equipment I use until it's fully broke. I won't buy something new. I feel like you should use it till its last end. That's just, you could call it cheap, you could call it whatever. I want to spend money on necessity things. If it's improving the business, improving for the community, different things that they're like. It's more money invested and better than buying leg trackers and an index, for when I use VR, personally, for personal use. So that's basically why. If the Oculus would have bust finally, I had one. I used one for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I got a new one. It literally finally busted after 2 years, 2.5, because it was the first gen. I had the first gen before the controllers were even out. I used that thing for 2 years. But maybe when this breaks, maybe we'll see. But I mean,
buy a
Oculus was
chair.
fine for me. I like it.
Buy a chair and desk.
Yes, I'm buying a chair. I don't need a desk. I am getting the chair.
Okay.
They're making me get the chair.
It's gonna have some special writing on it. It's gonna have like Nagzz on it or something, embroiled on it.
That would be cool. I should tweet at DX Racer, be like, yo, do you guys do that? I should find out.
Yeah, like chairs or companies do that. Like they'll have like your name or your logo on it.
I got the logo. Once the logo's done, then so they're gonna probably yell at me like, "Get the chair!" I'll be like, "Wait! I'm just gonna see if I get
Chair Chan." Yeah, old Chair Chan's gonna get thrown in the dumpster then.
This chair is like 4 years old. My ex got it for me 4 years ago. I think she paid like $300 something.
Holy smokes!
Expensive. Yeah, I had this for 4 years, and it is falling apart. Yeah.
Same with mine.
I mean, like I said though, I don't buy things until it's fully broken. And they all yelled at me, and then they started paying for it. And they're like, now you have to buy it. And what am I gonna do? Like I have to now. So,
Mine's like 5 years old. It's a DX Racer drifting series, and like the leather on the bottom is all like ripped up, and I nickname it Ass Destroyer 5000. So
yeah, this is pretty busted up, but
the chair fun. Yeah,
I guess it's time. So I'll be buying it.
One day we'll see you in full body. One day, I hope.
One day when I have my when I get my house, I'm working on a house with my father.
Oh,
it should be done in maybe 2 years. Yeah, maybe 2 years.
2 years.
Obviously. Yeah, well, we're working on it piece by piece. We're not made of money here, 1,000 here that we scrounge up. Working on it together, saving money. It's I'm very fortunate. So
2 years from now, man,
we can work on together.
We'll be in the future.
We won't be in the future.
Man, we'll be like
the same things. The same memes are gonna be going around. The
what?
Same posts, the same everything.
I don't know, man. We're gonna be like in mocap suits, and Nagzz is gonna be like, "Hey guys, I just got my leg trackers finally. What's going on, Cage? Hey, I can move my legs." And I'm like, "Bro, I can feel your breath on me, dude. You stink, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I got my haptic suit, bro. I got my 8K 8000 poly headset, dude. Like, what are you talking?
Just got my leg trackers, guys.
Just got my leg trackers. Yeah, dude. I feel that's what's gonna be like.
Hopefully in 2 years. 2 years, hopefully I'll have the house done. We're working on it pretty hard together, like constantly, and it's a project for me and him. I know he doesn't have much longer. Knock on wood. Getting older, so it's a project we could work on together, and God forbid when he does pass, me and him worked on it. And it could be like it's something it's
memorable.
He leaves behind something. Yeah, exactly. So
it means a lot more.
Working on piece by piece. Yeah. Exactly. So. And when you're not made of you're not made of money, and you're paying so much for health insurance and all that stuff, you gotta do piece by piece. So we buy equipment, buy supplies together, and we work on it the old-fashioned way. Plus, I get to learn, because I don't know any of that stuff. I know computer stuff.
Wasting $3K on molding.com but not building the house. Okay.
Listen. Who said that?
Who do you think said that?
Who said that?
You want me to snitch, dude? Snitches get stitches, bro.
All right, well, whoever that is, I have now made a decision. I am going to sell molding.com now for $10K, and I'm going to take $2K of it, give it a charity, and another $2K to get revenge on that person now. So, and the rest of the money, I'm going to buy leg trackers.
Leg trackers are only like $300. I mean, it won't work with your Oculus Rift, by the way, unless you have the Vive base station. So it'd be like $500.
So you don't have to snitch. Don't worry. I'll look at the VOD and I'll find out who said that.
Okay.
They get the revenge now. I'm selling it today for $10K. Making that $7K profit, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, end the stream. Kill the VOD. Delete it now.
No, I'll find out who.
Okay. You call your viewers fathers. Is it? I think you explained it before, where it's all about like a father figure, you know, like your viewers
True,
are.
true.
Yeah.
It originally started because they were all calling me daddy, and I hated that.
Oh
So I'm
God.
not your dad. I'm not your dad. Everybody was calling me daddy. Everybody was. I didn't like that. I'm like, no. Everyone was calling me daddy. So it's like, no. You guys are more like my father. But, you know, because they've put me here. I didn't ask to be in this position of a content creator. They put me here. They literally put me here. I wasn't, you know, I didn't start streaming and be like, I'm going for partner. I'm going to try full-time stream. No, I was happy in my marketing job, eating my egg sandwich in my cubicle, dude. I was loving life there. And I have to deal with memes and stuff and everything. I was loving life there. But then everybody kind of, you know, with all the comments that came in with the game and all the wholesome stuff, I knew I couldn't turn my back on that. And here we are today. So I do look at them as like a father figure. They are literally my life, man. Everything revolves around the entire community every day for me. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I put all my effort into them. And I enjoy that. It makes me feel good. I'm addicted to bringing people together, man. It sounds cheesy and cliche, and I say it a lot, but it really... I mean, if there's one person out of the entire time who's remained the same and stuck to it and has a consistent track record of it, me... And it's because it's the truth. It's
You ban the word daddy?
Not even ban the word daddy. This is, you know, one day. Yo, do you have any connections to like Intel or any Microsoft? Hey, if you could hear me, any corporations out there, hire me. Marketing.
He's ditching. You hear that first? He's ditching us for Microsoft.
Not
Wait, Microsoft Mixer? Excuse me?
Okay, all right, I'm done. Next question. Next
Okay,
thing.
dude.
Whatever. Next
Whatever,
thing.
dude. You can tell. Okay, dude. Whatever. Anyway. Anyway. Sorry, 1 second here.
Microsoft Mix.
Microsoft. But how'd you know he wrote that? What?
How did I know who wrote?
Oh, I thought you were reading the chat.
You
Oh.
said
I thought you were reading the
said it.
chat. I thought.
You said Microsoft Mixer.
Yeah.
That's why I said
I
that.
mean, Microsoft does own Mixer, so that's why I made the
Yeah,
connection.
that's why I said that. I laughed because you said
But you said you wanted to work for Mixer or work for Microsoft.
no. When I know now, this is horrible interviewing. You're just putting words into the
Weeds.
mouth.
Thanks for the 1 bit. I'm rich now, by the way. Thanks. Weeds 21.
Weeds 21.
Yeah. Weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know everybody's name basically.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Here's a good question I thought of on the spot for a while. How often do you experience a crasher or a modified client or an avatar stealer?
His wife is trash.
Never.
Never?
I guess because I never.
You've
the
never.
only time I experienced anything was when I was with you in Neko Nights that time. That was it. Of anything.
Are you talking
Other
about
than
last
that,
Friday?
Yeah. Other than that, I've never experienced.
I wasn't. I actually wasn't
Hangouts
there.
I go to.
I got off, and then I heard about it. What happened? We don't have to discuss it, but yeah, it was whatever. But yeah.
I go to Patreon hangouts with the guys, you know, or closed groups, you know, to hang out. I go on VR chat now for personal time to have fun with no cameras, no nothing. So, no attention is really drawn on me.
There's a camera in front
Only
of
thing
you.
I get is a ton of friend requests. Well, this is different.
Okay.
Because I accepted to come on here, and you know, and you're a good guy.
Thanks.
I don't know how I feel after this interview, but
Whoa!
you're a
What do
good
you
guy.
mean hostility? All right, dude.
No, you're a good guy, so of course I accepted. But for the most part, I feel, you know, having these streams in, you know, everybody's face and, you know, all that. It wasn't like that back in the day.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
It's just, I don't like that. I feel like VR chat did a big turn when everybody kind of picked up and thought the easy route was to stream and stuff, and then everybody was doing it, and it kind of really hurt, in my opinion, a lot. It hurt a lot. It changed the way everybody perceived everybody. Drama happened. Egos got big, and I wanted away from all of that. That was one of the big reasons why I also turned away and stopped making the videos, because it wasn't, you know,
Wasn't genuine anymore.
I would record.
Wasn't real.
I used to record with Matt Six and Ryan and all them. I used to record all the time, but they acted the same. You know, they acted the same, and I
It
would
was
turn it off.
it was the new
and we'd
people.
we would stay up till 7, 8 in the morning while the stream was while the recording was off, and they would act the exact same way. Matt Six still would be chasing me around. We'd be just RP joking, having fun, laughing, and we did it every night. And you know, it even continued for the longest time with new people. But then there came a point where, I guess, you know, people saw success in some, and just everybody wanted to stream.
Yeah.
And everybody started doing it, and it really hurt a lot, and it still carries on to people who, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't like to sound mean, you know, or want to sound mean, but it's you know, it hurts me too when I see so many people streaming, trying to stream, or they'll be like, I'm gonna be a streamer, you know, and they start putting things aside.
Where's
like,
Matchsticks?
career paths they once had, or
Yeah, where's
opportunities
Matchsticks?
that they may have. It hurts. Yeah, where's Matchsticks? I don't know.
I don't know.
But that was a turning point for me. So now I like to go back to the old days. So I don't go around where streams are or recordings. I want to hang out with those people in genuine interactions and have fun, where people could be themselves. So.
I get what you're saying. I've like recently, what you just said is exactly what I've been saying for a while. Obviously, I still stream this game, but like more recently, I've literally just do these shows one-on-one with people, or I sit and talk to my chat by myself. I don't hang out with other streamers. I don't, or at least when I'm streaming, or like when other people are streaming. I just feel like it's awkward. It's like forced content, forced interaction, where it's just like, it's just, you know, like, haha, funny meme, hee hee. I'm like, okay, dude.
That's
like,
and it's a constant meme. Avatars running around. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's people forced to laugh, and then if you don't laugh while the streamer's doing it,
then you get DMs and you're like,
yeah,
why didn't you react, dude? You ruined my video, dude. What the heck?
I don't want any part of that stuff. So
exactly.
It's changed. It's changed. So a lot of people were not happy that I finished this, you know, the series and everything. But you got to remember that whole series is not scripted content. Besides season 5 with you and Chips. Besides that,
You mean season 4, but you know,
unscripted. Season 4, yeah. Well, his season 4. Mine was season 5.
Oh, okay.
But all that was, you know, not scripted content at all. It was everybody just having.
Wait, that was scripted? I wasn't scripted. I was just like, "What's up, brother?"
Well, you know what I mean. Scripted as in like, you know,
your parts,
like an RP.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know what you're saying.
You know what
I'm pulling your leg.
Yeah. The
I
rest,
know what you mean.
Well, the rest of it was everything that unfolded with the engagement with me and Matt Six and Rad and all that was just spur of the moment. It's just happening. Just
exactly.
Funny, you know.
That's what made it fun. To be honest with you, here the random interactions. I really don't. It's too tough to like get those I think the only way to get a real interaction from people is you can't be streaming. Obviously, you have to like make an alt and pretend to be a whole new person, and then like maybe find some genuine people in like a random public and crash 50 times, and then eventually you find like one decent human being, and then you're like finally. Like, I feel bad for anyone who plays this game. I mean, like, the new person, like, they don't have any friends. They're like, oh, man, I love Nagz's videos. Oh, I loved whoever streamer. Oh, I'm going to play this game. I want to install it. It's free. Let's go. And then they boot it up, and then they go to, like, the Void Club, and they're like, what's going on here? Why are those people, like, smashing? What's going on here? Whoa, whoa.
It's now, and it's become so much ERP and all that stuff.
Yeah. How do you know what ERP is?
Different things. I know because of my chat.
Okay.
I don't think I learned anything from them.
Oh, they taught you things?
I learned everything from them.
Okay.
They taught me a lot of things. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just changed. So that was one of my
Ask him where the maid outfit
I
at.
love this game to death.
Listen,
always have a piece in it.
I got paid to say this, but where's the maid outfit at? See, I have to buy it, you know. I can't be a scam artist.
And you were saying sellouts 21?
I
wore the maid outfit. I did it. What do you mean, where is it? I did it.
What do you mean? You want me to snitch?
Yeah, who did that?
Alright. What do I get out of this if I snitch? Come on, use your marketing. Come on.
Who did it?
Alright. It was Weeds. Weeds 21.
Weeds?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. It's not important.
Oh, okay.
Ask him to put it on again.
He's just gonna spout random stuff all the time. He's
Right.
funny.
Okay.
The maid outfit was done.
Put it on again? No, listen. See, this is how you farm it. You have to, if you wanted to wear it again, make it 1 million channel points. You know how long that's gonna take to get 1,000,000 channel points? You have to sit there.
That is our new thing that I'm putting up there. 1,000,000 channel points is a cosplay of what you want
Whatever.
me to wear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
means
1,000,000 channel points.
you would have
Yep.
to
That's
be a
funny.
sub,
Wow.
and you would, I don't know
Wow.
if tier 2 or 3 subs get more points, but like it would probably
hope
take
not.
years. No, I don't think so. I think being a normal sub gives you double, but that's it. You have to watch. Like you actually have to physically watch you stream for like, I don't know how long it takes to get 1,000,000. Probably like years, maybe a year. I don't know, a couple of years.
That's the problem. What if this is a bunch of people that all get it at the same time for weeks straight of cosplay?
I mean, I don't know, you could set a time limit on it. You'd be like, oh, only one use. Or something. I don't know. It's up to you, man. It's your channel.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna get 1,000,000.
I mean,
So, yeah.
I think I saw a streamer put 1,000,000, you get banned from his stream. If you get 1,000,000 points, you get personally banned.
Why?
I don't know. It'd be funny. Like, I got 1,000,000 points, now I can get banned.
I never watch you again. Because
Never
I
wa-
spent too much time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I think that's funny. That'll take forever. That's why it's worth it. 1,000,000 channel points, he'll wear it again, or whatever.
It's literally worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. I
because
mean, by the time you get 1,000,000 points, you'd be watching him for like 10 years.
everybody's gonna be like, I mean, how many people are crazy about the damn maid stream? You know, on that. Imagine. If
So
someone
they
gets
got
1,000,000 channel
now
points,
they
they
gotta
do that.
watch more.
They get a whole stream of that, and everybody's gonna be like, "Why are you wearing this outfit? What happened?" And I gotta be like, "Oh, blah blah blah. Got 1,000,000 channel points."
I believe
I believe it can be achieved in half a year, more or less.
Ross said, I believe, Rose said, I believe it can be achieved in half a year or more or less. That was for 100 bits.
Rose Garden said that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think so. No way. Because like when you're if you're subbed, you get double points, and then you only get like 20 every like 10 minutes, and that's it. And like every like 20 minute or like an hour, you get like 100 points. And like I think
Yeah, but
per
gifting
stream.
subs and things, you get more. You get like extra things. and
Oh
stuff.
really? I don't know. It's worth it.
Chat's going to pool their points together and play Marco Polo Smile.
They can't pool their points together. It has to be one person to get 1
No,
million.
they cannot. One person.
Yeah, one
they cannot.
person. So, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's a few people that I remember last stream yesterday. I think
Mhm.
there were a few. I think Kreskoka had 30K. Someone had 40K. I think so. People got some already. You know.
Yeah, it takes a
Seems
while
scary.
though. Marco. Subs get 100 points every 5 minutes? Oh. Well, do the math. Oh, shit. Polo.
Polo.
Now they're playing Marco Polo. Anyway. You were featured in Business Insider interview alongside of Markiplier and Lindsay from Rooster Teeth. Yeah, Risley Jones, yeah.
Mhm.
How did that make you feel that you were, because you always talk, I remember you and I would talk like Neko Nights or like off stream about like how Markiplier is like one of your idols and like how you were like really inspired to be him. So now you're in the interview with him.
It was. I went. Sorry about the sirens outside.
Dude, you're getting a pager, man.
I actually. Oh, sorry. New York City, my bad. So what happened was, when I found out about that, Business Insider contacted me. I couldn't believe it, and then I did the interview.
Mm-hmm.
And after I got off it, I went outside. I closed the door, and I ran 2 blocks, screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It was the coolest experience in my life, because that's an idol of mine. It's not, his content is great. Sometimes he's overreacts a little bit. Sometimes he's not so funny. Sometimes he's hilarious, you know. And that's me too. That's all of us. Sometimes I'm not as funny. Sometimes it's stupid. You know, that's everybody. You know, you have great content. You know, I love watching him though, because on top of that, all the charity work he's done, you could just tell he's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always how I wanted to be. I said if I ever got in a position as a role model or anything, or in some way, some form, I would do the right thing always. That was a promise I made to God, to myself. And for some reason, I see that in him. I see that he's genuine. He's authentic. And you could tell that that's the type of person he is. So I always looked up to him. And when I was alongside an article with him, oh my God. And that was the first time my dad said he was proud of me when he saw that article and read about it. So that was the very first ever. So that meant a lot. That meant a lot when I was in an article with Markiplier. I actually have it blown up, so it'll be in the house in 2 years. In the office, it's the whole article is blown up like huge, so it'll be in the office one day.
Nice.
It's probably my biggest accomplishment to be in that because it was my idol. So I thought that was really neat.
You'd be like, who is this guy? Joey Bangles, Nagzz21.
You know how many people?
VR chat.
I did not belong in there. Lindsey Jones, Markiplier, and then Nagzz21. Like where the hell does that belong
Listen,
in that?
VR
You
chat.
know, with those three, like with those three up there, it's like, you know, Markiplier, Lindsey Jones. Who the hell? Nagzz21. Who the hell is that? So it was really cool. It was really great, and it was a big. That was a big moment where I was definitely like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep doing this. You know, I'm gonna keep going.
Uh-oh, Daddy's here.
What?
Daddy Giorno is here.
Oh, molding guy? Oh.
Yeah, molding guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's here. What's up? 100 points equals 5 minutes, 1,200 points every hour, 1 million points you need, 833 hours and 35 minutes. Well, you would have to stream.
Whoa.
You have to stream 833 hours.
You do, well, yeah, that could be a 20, 80, 100 per month. Say around 100 per month, sometimes 120 per month. So 12 months is 1,200 for a year. So yeah, that'll be more than a year.
Yeah.
It's like 1,200 per year. So yeah, it could be done in half a year. If you know, with some things, it's a possibility.
It takes one person though. You gotta realize that one person has to sit there and watch every single stream, every single second.
For that.
That's
So
dedication.
realistically, it could be like a year and a half. You know, 2
Yeah.
years. You know, if you're like in and out.
Yeah, or no, you might switch to Mixer and just be all over. You know, and be embers then.
Yep. If they reach out, you know, what if they give me an offer? And I'm like, I don't know what I'd even do at that point. They will never, but I don't even know.
They'll give you a $5 Subway coupon.
I would literally have to consult with the community.
Oh.
I wouldn't care. It would be what they would want.
Just stream less. If someone's getting close to 1 million, just start streaming less. You just start.
Stream an hour every 3 weeks. Like, oh, sorry guys.
Sorry, guys.
I was busy making one emote, and I'm working really hard on it. So
You debate
I wanna make
them.
sure it's
You'd be like,
perfect.
"Oh, you have 500,000. Oh, I'll do a 24-hour stream. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, debated. Now you have 0 bits or 0 channel points."
I meant a 20-hour stream. I'll be on there, but it's gonna be on Rebel stream. So we're gonna be watching. I'm gonna be on his stream. So we all gotta watch Rebel. You know, like we'll be there, and I'll stay up 24 hours with him. So we'll be streaming 24 hours.
Nice.
It's not here.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Debated.
Awesome. I think we're almost done with all my questions, and then we can start getting some questions from the chat. Just double checking here. Oh, the last thing I wanted to discuss was the charity. So you've done 2 charities, I believe. Have you done more? You've done the breast cancer awareness, and then the other one was American suicide awareness or prevention or awareness,
Yes. American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Yeah.
So the two of them together was over 60K.
60. I thought it was 50. 60,000.
Yeah, 35,000.
You can just ban those people. Like
which
how?
I brought the check
Sorry.
personally to Susan G. Komen with my mom. I put the pictures up. My mom. They invited me, my mother, and I talked about how amazing this community is. And we handed them the check there. And for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, we sent them the check, and they sent a nice thing back. Very kind and all. So it was very nice. That was 60K for 48 hours if you add them all, if you add them up.
Yeah.
What I do is I give a lot to the Wounded Warriors Foundation, so I've given a bunch to them. When we hit our goal for the maid outfit with the subathon, where everybody crushed that to see me in the maid outfit, I think we hit it was 3,000 subs, something like that, or 2,000 subs or 3,000 subs. When they hit that, I realized I was like, this is too much. You know, I wasn't really thinking. I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. You know, and everybody kind of wanted to do it and wanted to achieve that. So it's like, we'll do a subathon, and it was the first one ever and the only one I've done. And so we all got together and we're like, let's do it. It'll be fun. And I wasn't thinking on like, you know, really stopping and thinking like that's a lot of support, and that's too much money for, you know, that's too much money for one person for one stream like that for, you know, a main outfit. So I donated I think it was 1,500
If we
or
get 1 million,
2,500
he
to
does the
the
outfit.
Losing
If we
Warriors
get 2
Foundation.
million,
So I
he has to
donated
go to
there.
Mixer.
I did it again for another event we had that I donated to them as well. So I remember Whoops commented on that because I know he's a big advocate of sending a lot of money to them
Yeah.
too, which is really cool of him. So, and I got a lot of armed forces in the community and viewers. So I always respect that so much. A lot of armed forces that have sent me so many different things, and so it's the least I could do. I had to from that subathon. I was like, this is just too much. I'm donating a piece of that, and I told everybody, you know, at the end, I was like, I'm doing that. You know, I can't accept all this. This is just too much. So, and that's what we did. So there'll be one in the future, some more in the future, of course. Just gonna plan. We'll get votes going when
2020.
people would like to see it. 2020.
Mm-hmm. Of course, because I thought it was, you know, I would say you're like the head person. The first one is when you were playing VR chat and her breast cancer awareness, and like I saw that. I think this is, when did you do that? Like, do you know like, exactly around the time?
Last year. Was it last year May? It was last year May. Was it 2018 May or October? I think it was 2018, and then the Suicide Foundation was October.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing, I think it was before I met you, the breast cancer one. So I don't think I was like, who's this guy, dude? Like, what's going on here, bro? They're just like, who's this Nagzz21 streaming 24 hours playing VR chat and like hitting all these goals and you know, doing this amazing thing. I was just like, who is this guy? And then
it wasn't just, I always explain that I'm just the host, man. It's everybody. So many people participate in that. And the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, we had so many people that took leadership to get everybody together for different games. So it wasn't even just me playing this time around. It was me playing with the community. We were all playing different games together. We were all doing different things. We had different slots for different games and stuff, and got everybody involved. So I was just the host. It was just on my stream. It was a community event for raising that money. So when everybody says, oh, you raised this, I'm like, well, we raised. I was just the host on my stream. I did the 24-hour stream, but it was a lot of people in the back ends that were getting everyone together, everybody participating. You know, it was a community event. Both of them.
I said it was 2018, the cancer prevention.
2018. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense because I think it was just before, because the RP was like in May or June. For
that does make sense.
Yeah. So that means like you've done like a charity almost every year.
Yeah, I'll try to do one for 2020.
Mm-hmm. Get this man like trackers. That's charity. Let's get a new desk.
I'm not gonna use them. I got this area. I'm fine. I'm fine right now.
Get this guy. Get this guy a bigger room so he doesn't hit his desk when he plays bowling.
I don't need anything. I'm very content. I'm very happy.
Maybe you can play Beat Saber.
I'm blessed to be able to do this
one
every
day.
I don't need anything. I'm just.
All right. I'm getting full body soon. It's 2 years. Never had full body. Never had like anything. So.
Now you get to burp.
What? Excuse me?
What?
Entertainment role play. Nice try.
Yes.
You've been my first victim.
Oh! No.
Why?
Stop.
Hey, you weren't like that. Listen, you weren't like that at the TwitchCon party of Jakey on you. I'm just saying.
I was sitting there. I got held down into a chair.
Held down? You don't look like you're held down in that photograph. You look like you're just like, whoa.
I was in the corner vaping. I remember.
Okay,
I was in the corner vaping because I didn't want to get like vape smoke on anybody. So I was in the corner vaping, and it was Emma that came up to me and says, "We need you." For a second, I'm like, "What?" And then Cece came over. He was like, "We need you. Come here." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
and then
we
they
need
grabbed
you.
me, and there was a chair in the middle, and then they pushed me down and held me down. I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" And then the whole party circled around and. Okay. There's definitely Is there anybody in the chat that was a witness? You can vouch for the story.
I think wasn't Spooky there or Don Italiano?
Oh, Spooky's in the chat?
Yeah.
The cutie Spooky? Yeah, she was there. She could vouch.
Uh-huh. Yeah, cool story, Bob.
Okay.
Listen, If I reach my goal of getting light trackers, I'll dance for you. I don't even know how to dance.
This is taking the worst turn possible.
What do you mean?
What's next on the agenda?
Just questions from the chat. So in the meantime,
Okay.
exposed. He wasn't held down. He loved it. That's what Spooky said.
Did Spooky said that?
Yeah.
What? She's like, listen.
Listen.
She's lying. And she never lies. She's amazing. I'm very shocked at her. I'm disappointed in her. I was held down.
Listen, she'll change her story.
It was honestly though. It was honestly a lot. It was honestly a lot of fun though. That whole party. A big thank you to.
If you let me dance on you,
fun.
she'll change her
It was a lot
story.
of
How about
laughs.
that? That's a deal, right? She'll change her story.
What?
If I dance for you, she'll change the story.
This is just making things worse. No.
What do you mean?
Whatever. Just take it. Everybody had a laugh. Everybody had a good time. It was fun. Whatever. Everybody had.
Ask him when us admins for his Discord are going to be paid. Oh.
This. What? Volunteer. Was that egg? I'm gonna shoot. That's got to be egg.
Yeah, it's egg.
I bet you that's it. Yes. There you go. He will be paid in. I'll get him Denny's.
I want a rematch at beer pong, as a Spooky said.
That's definitely Spooky. She's gonna get her rematch too. She did really good too. She did amazing. We wound up winning. She was carrying her team. She was doing really good.
I thought you were Team Boomer. I thought it was you and Chips.
We did when it was me and Chips. We destroyed everybody.
Damn.
I'm undefeated in all places I've played beer pong, man. Like killing it everywhere with the boomers, with the zoomers.
I don't remember that. I remember I beat you at beer pong in Nickel Nights.
On my 10th drink. It's okay. I give that to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Making up excuses, you know.
I'm talking about IRL.
Oh, yeah, true.
IRL. Yeah,
true.
I'm undefeated in IRL. That's what I'm talking about. No, you did beat me in Nickel Nights. You people have beat me. I've been beaten a lot over there. Drinking's fun. And
It's okay to get beaten.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's, entertainment. Get beaten.
Getting my other vape thing while you get a question.
Okay. I was trying to debate him. I was like, he's like, I like to get beat. What? Nothing.
What? No, I was getting my other cartridge. There you go.
Okay. I didn't really know you vaped. You told me once you smoked cigars.
Cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for a while because of from the corporate world.
Yeah, the marketing.
Apparently, when you smoke cigarettes, you could literally take as many breaks as you want and go outside whenever you want. So I was like, what the hell, man? Everybody's going outside to smoke every hour and a half. And
what the hell?
Nobody says anything. Every company I've been to. And I was like, okay. So I went out with everybody, and it was just awkward standing there while everybody smoked. So I was like, let me get one.
Let me get one.
Sure. And then I just started doing it because I wanted more breaks, and then I got addicted to it. So, but I have barely touched it. I have a cigarette once in a blue moon if I'm drinking, very rarely. But I'll have one once in a blue moon when I'm drinking because it's fun. But I don't even touch them anymore. I don't even touch them. Just use this little jewel once in a while.
I understand. So why didn't you give the cigarette to Spooky?
Because I had a mob on me that was wouldn't let me, number one, and wouldn't let me have a cigarette for one. I had to sneak to try to get one because I was drinking and I wanted one. Everybody's like, no. I'm like, guys, I haven't had one. I had one cigarette in 4 months. Let me just have one. So I got one, and she wanted one or to share it with me, and I was going to, but everybody was like, no, she can't have one, and you can't either. And then, I couldn't do anything about it.
Man. You have such good friends, man.
And then she threw me under the bus. She ratted me out.
Yeah, where's mine?
She ratted me out. But I've forgiven her.
There was always 5 people surrounding around him at all times at the TwitchCon party.
At the TwitchCon party?
Yeah. Is that true? TK.
TwitchCon party.
TK party.
TwitchCon party.
Yeah.
I don't even... Dude, I went to so many parties. I don't remember.
Yeah, you went to Midnight Central.
You know who I went home with? I did. I went back home with someone that night.
What?
Yes, with McDonald's. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up with barbecue sauce all over my elbow on white sheets. And then I had to give the white sheets to the maid, and I felt so bad, and I gave her a $20 bill. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she laughed, and she took care of it.
You went home with what? Yourself? Or what do you mean?
Did you not hear anything I said?
I'm a boomer. You said something about you going home with your McDonald's or something?
Yes, I made a joke. I was like, I went home with someone, and I was like, with my McDonald's, and then I watched The Office, and I passed out with my burger on my chest.
Yeah, I was paying attention. I heard you said someone, and then I was just like, who? And then you just
McDonald's. Yes.
Okay. ERP of McDonald's.
White sheets. Okay. I'm done. Why do I?
It's okay, man. Listen, I'll give him a kiss and a drink at TwitchCon. Oh. Who do you think said that?
I don't know. Who said it?
It was Spooky. She said she'll give you a kiss and a drink at TwitchCon.
Dude, that's a win-win. Accept.
True.
It's a win-win, dude. And a free drink. That's pog.
After the Team Kinetic party, Nagzz and I took an Uber to meet with Rob Meat Shrimp and Ham B at a bar. Is that true?
When was... Well, I did meet with Ham B, Rob, and everybody at a bar. And it was after the... Oh, yeah, after the Kinetic party. Yes, yeah. Went down there and then met Rob and Meek and everybody and Ham B at a bar. We hung out. It was fun. That was a good night to the Kinetic party to that at the end of the night. That was really cool.
Yeah. When you got that dance. Should be a good night.
God. Jeez. I was vaping.
You know,
I just got surrounded.
You know how many people I've interviewed and asked about that story, and every single time I get one more clue about that story.
There are no clues. It was video recorded. You could go see it. I was held down.
Backstory.
I was vaping. I was in the back vaping, and then everybody grabbed me and put me to the middle, and then this whole... I didn't even know what was going on. And I was drinking too, so I didn't even know what was happening, and then the whole crowd just surrounded me in this chair, and the DJ put on certain music, and out came Jakey like a cop suit. I was like, what is she doing? I was like, what is happening?
Cop outfit? What are you talking? You're just exaggerating.
It was like a cop suit. Something like a
exaggerating
hat. Okay. That's what happened.
Listen, why are you raising your voice? I'm talking a normal voice. You're like yelling at me. I don't understand. This crazy boomer.
It was like a cop hat she had.
Okay.
And I didn't even know what was going on. I was so confused.
She had the hat and everything? He's not? Oh, okay. I was busting your balls then.
Yeah, someone who was there.
Yeah, Don Italiano.
Oh yeah, he was there. He saw. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It was just I didn't expect anything. I just came out of nowhere. I was like shocked, so I didn't know what to do. I was sitting there. I was like, what the hell's going on? And everybody formed a circle around. Everybody, what?
He's toxic. That's why he's shouting. That seems relatable.
Oh my god.
Cop cosplay lap dance. Okay.
Yes.
You got arrested. You got detained. It was the VRPD, man. They finally got you. Adam the crap cop. They finally got you, man.
They got me.
Yeah, what a throwback.
They hired Jakey and they got me.
They
hired Jakey. They hired her and they got me.
Sounds interesting. It was. Any more questions? Come on, guys. You have an opportunity here to ask Nagzz whatever you want. He can't say no. Spooky is leaving. She says bye-bye.
Oh, tell her I say goodbye. She's amazing. She's absolutely
wonderful. Don says he still needs to set my friend request on VR chat. Tell him this is Don Italiano, aka Hair Guy from last PAX East with Magic Kappa and the Team Kinetic party at TwitchCon US. He was so great to talk to at both cons. I wear the leather jacket with all the sleeves patches. It'd be nice to talk to him on VR chat too.
I do remember Don Italiano, of course, man. He's got the fantastic.
He says accept his friend request,
VR
dude.
chat.
Come on, dude.
Dude, it's unless I see someone in VR chat I have to accept. It's crazy the amount of you must get it too. It's like over 1,000. I don't even know. I don't even look at it. I never look at it.
You know,
I never look at it.
you should.
It's like ridiculous.
No, I'm curious. I really want to know how many friends do you have in VR chat. You can look right now.
And I have a lot. I've accept. Oh my god. Wait, I can look.
VR chat's the site.
Oh, I gotta go on the site.
Yeah. And then
And look at how many friends I have.
Yeah, in the top right, it should tell you like 10 out of like whatever how many you have. Mine's closer to 13.
VRchat.com.
Yeah, log in. Yeah,
All right,
and then look at the top right when it loads up.
All right.
We'll see how many friends you actually have.
All right. Top right. Friends, 10 out of 723.
What? You have less
That's
friends
what it
than me?
says.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, I actually have more friends than you.
I only accept them when I meet them. I will not accept.
Oh, here's a good question. How many? I think if you look, it also tells you how many friend requests you have, and you can also decline all like 10,000 at the same time, like all at once if you wanted to.
Or where do I look?
On the left-hand side.
It says world's avatars account.
There should be a little like
friend locations.
1 second, I can do it with you. So see what I'm doing. 1 second.
Yeah, I only will accept like anybody I see in there. I won't accept.
I'm actually surprised. I thought you had like 3,000 friends in this game. I thought you had the most.
No. I will only like accept when I meet them.
All right.
West, though, they come
if you see where it's under blocks and mutes, and then under that is a little like mail icon. How many? What's the number there next to that?
I don't. A mail icon.
Yeah, like
why is it? Oh my god, dude! It's going up. Constant 74, 75, 76, 77, 78.
That's how many friend requests you have.
80,
it's counting up
81,
one by
82.
one.
I'm watching it. 83, 84. So it'll just count forever.
88, it should stop.
89,
it should tell
90.
If
91.
you click
I'll
it,
leave it on,
you can clear all messages if you really wanted to decline all of them at once.
All right. So I'm gonna decline these.
No. I think you should keep it because it's a memory. Because it's like
it's going faster. 101. Okay. All right. So keep just.
Yeah.
Leave it.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it, and then we'll take some more questions. I'm really curious how many friend requests you probably have. I would. What would
I just
how much?
Your old message.
No. What? Oh my! You've ruined it, man.
Well, that's actually nice now, so I don't have to see them at the top.
True.
It's crazy, and I feel like it lags. Like it'll just keep scrolling. So.
Okay.
Good. Well, now we got a fresh
damn,
list.
I fixed it for you. Should say thanks.
Yeah, well, it would have just kept counting for I don't even know how long. Well, that's cool. I never used the site.
Yeah, you can you can also change for like your you can also like.
All right, I gotta open. I got one from Don Italiano. Okay, Don, I am accepting you right now. Boom.
Oh.
Okay, wait, and then it says Don Italiano's name, friend. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, you can also like change your status on there, so you can link like your Twitter or write like a whole bio about yourself. So you can be like, Malding.
Well, I'm closing this.
Okay.
That's,
I was curious to know how many people you actually had friend requested you. That was actually like one of my questions I had in the back of my mind because you always tell me like how many.
I'll never know. It's got.
It's probably 1,000, 2,000 maybe.
Yeah, at least 2,000. I'm gonna be honest. I get them all the time. Like I turn my UI off because I get a lot of friend requests coming in. So people know it's Joey Bagels from the videos and everything, and they know it's together. And when they look me up, there'll be a bunch of like, counterfeits, but there's my avatar, so people do it all the time.
Ripple the friends you didn't add. Well, I mean now it's cleared, so I mean.
Everybody knows I won't accept anything unless I meet you in VR chat. And
That's fair.
Just happened to get me right now. Well, because he's here, and I cleared it. So, but that's why 723 people I've physically seen them in VR to meet. So I've met them.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know how often you watch me, besides doing interviews with other people and stuff. But I
watch
do
a lot of your interviews. To be honest, I've loved them.
I
think you do such a great job.
I do reference you because like when I mean like it's normally talking outside of interviews, and like I'll talk about like Nagzz told me how like he doesn't add people unless he meets them, and I think that's a good way to like meet friends because like I get friend requests all the time too, and like I don't add random people I've never talked to. Like come on, like.
I will not do it.
If you talk to me for 5-10 minutes, then yeah, I'll consider it and be like, okay, because that's like the way to like
since my friend
I
list
have a
was getting so
question.
huge,
Can we
what I used to
please
do
make
back in the day,
molding in the
everybody
night
knew
song
this,
cost
and
more
everybody used to
points?
be like, the purge happened. I accepted everybody I met, and my friends list would be crazy, and then I would delete everyone except for Shadow Snipe. That was everybody knew that was the only person I keep on. Everybody goes except for Shadow Snipe.
Wow.
And I'd leave Shadow Snipe, and then I would refriend everybody going back. So people, and then when I would remove people from that, oh my god, the messages I get from people that were like devastated. I was like, no, there's nothing against you. It's just the purge. It's the, oh my god, they were such. I felt like
I used to do purges.
oh my god, I felt like the worst human being possible. They were so sad. So many people were so sad, so I stopped doing it, and I'm just like, I can't do that anymore. It's just hurting too many people. They're so upset. So like people who've like, I've been wanting to meet you so long. I finally friend requested you. How could you? You know. So I don't even do it anymore. Just leave it. Thing is, I'm only in private worlds. If I go to a Friends Plus, or if I go to a public or one that's like a Friends Plus, it's you've seen it before.
I was there
with me, and yeah, you see it gets insane instantly. Like
30
crazy.
people, man. I used to back when you used to stream and play the game a lot more. You were in the nighttime park map or whatever it was called, and I joined you, and like everybody was frozen. Like there's like 60 people in the world, and like I had a better computer, so like everybody was at like 2 FPS, and you're just like trying to talk or something, and like you crashed.
Yeah.
And I was the only one moving. It's like it's like what's that
And
show?
there was the other time when we had the bros night drinking and
Yeah.
everything. Remember, we had to go somewhere else because everybody was taking pictures. Remember, I was like, all right, I'll come to you guys. And we
Yeah.
left there, we were in like the and we were in your world.
Yeah,
Like, the
presentation room
mural up there
plus,
everything.
and then I kept saying,
Yeah.
"Yo, you need to leave. You just need to." Do
I know, but see, I'm a nice guy. Like I can't I won't ignore people and be like, no, sorry, bye. Like I'm just, how I am, and you see that was not on stream, nothing. I'm just, I want to give people their time, like out of respect. That's just how I am.
Sen has told me 100 bits. I have a question. Can we please make molding in the night cost more bits?
Yes, we'll make molding in the night cost more points.
Okay.
I got you, Sadness. I got you. Sadness is so wholesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
nice. Sadness is amazing. I got you, Sadness.
Well, while we're taking more questions, I said we're gonna play a game. You ever play Would You Rather?
I have not.
Oh, this is something you should play for your stream, by the way. It's very, very simple. It's 2 questions. You get 2 options, and pretty much it's a website. You just type in "Would you rather" into Google, and it says like either.io, and pretty much it just gives you questions.
Can you make molding in the night cost less points
Let's do
now?
it. I'm ready.
Can you make molding in the night cost less points now? Okay, I mean,
Who said that?
metal. They keep fighting. Anyway, I'm trying to ask
Figures.
questions. Yeah.
Figures.
Would you? This is perfect for you. Would you rather be bald everywhere or be albino?
Bald everywhere?
Yeah, or be albino.
I mean, I shave my entire body as it is, except for my head. So that's already basically done. But I don't want to lose my hair. I don't think albino's that bad.
Yeah, just.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't want to be bald, so I would rather.
Be albino.
I would rather. Yeah, I don't want to lose my hair.
Chat, you can what do you call it? Be involved in this as too. Like pick one or the other. Would you rather be permanently mute or amputate one of your arms?
Oh my goodness. Amputate one of my arms.
Okay.
I talk too much, and I like to speak to everyone.
If you had to choose a school for 7 years, would you rather attend Hogwarts or attend Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters?
Yeah, like I have any idea. Is Hogwarts the
It's
Lord of the Rings?
what? Excuse
Harvard?
me? No, Hogwarts is Harry Potter. Wizards.
Same thing.
What?
Guardian Levitosa. Same thing, dude. The Lord of the Rings, one ring to rule them all, mankind, and they're all the same.
Wow.
I've never been to Hogwarts. Don't you like fly and stuff? So I'd probably go to Hogwarts.
Yeah, you're a
'cause
wizard.
I'd fly.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, I'll fly.
Why
I'll
why wouldn't you want to go
I'll
to
be a wizard.
Xavier's? It's
I don't even know what
X-Men.
that is. What is that?
X-Men.
That's X-Men?
Yeah.
No, I would rather fly on a hog. So I'll take
A
that.
hog? Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't watch movies? Man, those were like classic, like early 2000 movies. And the books are even older than that.
That's my choosing.
Okay. Some of these questions are poopy, so you have to like sometimes skip them. Would you rather play Roblox or Minecraft?
Minecraft. I had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah,
Minecraft.
same. Yeah, Minecraft. Hold on here.
Did anybody in your chat pick Roblox?
You want to play Roblox? Yeah. Watcher.
Really?
Yeah, Watcher 360. Here's a good question. Would you rather be close with only one person and only see them on Sundays, or know many people and see them every day, but not be particularly close with any? Damn.
Oh, that's a good one. I would rather pick the many people. Like I said, I feel like I do more with that, bringing more people together. I would rather pick many. I feel like that's destined to what I'm destined to do since I started this. Like I feel like that was my calling. So I would rather that. See, I don't get to be close to everybody that I encounter and talk to, like at Neko Nights. I don't get to, but I see them. I know them. I get to talk to them, and it makes them feel good. They make me feel good.
I'm the manager.
So. I like to make everybody feel good. So yeah, multiple.
Would you rather play for the Red Sox or play for the Yankees?
Hate the Yankees, so I'm going with the Red Sox. I hate the Yankees, dude. I'm a diehard Met fan. So I'll go with the Red Sox.
All right.
We'll beat them in the World Series in '86, so I'm cool with that. So, Red Sox.
Okay. We'll ask one more. Some of these are gonna get a little poopy. Would you rather bet it all on red or blue, or red or black?
Black.
Okay.
100%. Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we'll wrap it up here. We've been going for almost 2 hours. It's longer than usual.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
Damn. Jeez. Felt like a half an hour. Oh my god.
Not with me, man.
Yeah, this went really smoothly. This was good.
Would you rather know everything about one thing or one thing about everything?
Would you rather know everything about one thing or one thing about everything?
One thing about everything. One thing about everything. Knowledge is power.
Okay. Same. Well, I think on that note, we'll wrap it up here. So
Sounds good.
So Nagzz,
I know we
thanks.
got to do the ritual of the picture.
Yeah. Right after this. So thank you so much, Nagzz, for stopping by for a second.
Stick. I'm gonna interrupt your stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
stick.
Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, one question. I have one question. Wait, one question.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No more.
All right.
Mom's okay.
You heard the man. I gotta go.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me, man. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. We'll do the ritual. Thank you so much again, and take the picture, man.
This was really good talk. Thank you again.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Just turning off the chairs. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you gotta get closer than that. There you go.
Yeah. How's this?
It's good. Take one more. Always take two, by the way.
All right.
Can you turn up your head a little bit? There you go. Couldn't see your eyes. There you go. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I like to hide them with the fedora, you know. Rebel, again, thank you so much, buddy. I hope you have a wonderful night and keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing so well with these. I love watching these with so many people in the community, bringing everybody together, getting to know about everybody. It's awesome, dude. Thank you again for having me.
Of course. I gotta go now.
You go. Get some sleep. Yeah. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Turn on Savannah. All right. It's ASMR time. Yeah, it is.